SOE, Cody H, what's going on? Finished up a bunch of butt packs today. More Nalgene bottle pouches, multicam black ones coming off the line. Those will all finish up Monday morning, the balance of them. They're laying all over the place out here. OD Black Large tool, or OD Black Large clothes bags finishing up. Something splatter. More butt packs still out here. Bunch of Velcro adjustable holsters and radio pouches. Those should all finish up Monday morning. DJ Guzman, what's up? Benjamin Brewer, what's going on? How are you guys? I don't know what we're doing back here. Mini packs, multicam black mini packs. It's like covert bags. I think a bunch of the miscellaneous custom color covert bags got cut today. Kiri, what's up? Jake Weiss, Byron H, Yoder, what's up? Joe Kitchens, how are you? Radio Made It Easy, what's up? David Pineda, Tim Riley, what's going on? Jake, what's going on? SOE in the house. We recorded Q&A today. That should come out shortly. DH, what's up? Gear drop videos, what does that mean? Shockson, what's up? Angie, what's going on? Shit, I should have had you got one of those for mine.
I did.
Can you do it? Yeah, this is fucking trash. This is the point I can't even see the time on here. I have to pull it down. Glenn, what's up? David Smith. Seeing special content. I haven't seen any special content. Where are you seeing that, Tim? Ordered a fanny pack. Take your time on it. What is it? Kiri. Glenn Young, what's going on? Saw butt packs are in stock. Best value doll. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, we need to raise the price on a lot of stuff. We still have stuff we haven't raised the price on in decades. That right there, $900. $900 fucking dollars for 3 rolls of webbing in that box.
This is why you don't buy these fucking cheap generic ones.
Not only that, that's why you pay the guy, because you saw him do those $100 screensavers, and he destroyed 4 of them just getting mine on. The 5th one's the one that worked.
Well, I can't get, on this one, this generic one is shit.
Okay, well, don't bother mine then. Let it gasoline. Hey, go fuck yourself. Good video showing what gear you had available. You did 3 about 2 months ago. Oh, I don't know. You're on right now. Hardway, Alaska. What more do you need? Bruh. Hey, load of gasoline. Go fuck yourself again. Or shut the fuck up and participate in the conversation that's taking place. Beltfed, what's up?
This is a liquid.
Well, do not fuck with mine. I cannot have it not working. Post on Instagram, got it. I'll make sure I find that. Oh, OD Black, that's gonna be cool. How many radios can you fit in the modular NSW rig? What radios are we talking? Dude came in here today with one of those bullshit Harris Baofangs. Holy fuck, they look shitty. We had better radios from the fucking Toys R Us when we were kids. What are we doing? Like the VX8Rs, the extended battery one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as it sits. We could put more pouches though. Josh Winnie, what's up, man? Are opium poppies illegal?
I don't know if they're illegal, but they're really hard to get.
I think you can get them on Etsy. What's this place name? SOE Tactical Gear. But you should be able to see that from the video that you're watching right now. Checking out 73 electric bike. Oh, Super 73. Epic 68, nice rabbit hole. Yeah, they're nice, dude. Super nice. Really good quality. Tin radios. There will be no women left on the rest of us. Absolutely. Can you order South Africa? Yeah, we ship to South Africa all the time. What do you do in South Africa? How many pistol mags fit in the FUPA with pistol holster? Depends. That depends. I mean, shit. How many do you want to fit? You gonna put a gun in there with it? You can put pistols in the main compartment with the holster and get at least 3 or 4 in there, but you've still got that front pocket where I'll bet you could put 6 or 7, and it also depends on the mags. Intended method to attach butt pack to yourself is to take either row of this webbing and attach it 2, 4, 6 with belt attachments, malice clips, whatever you want, to a belt. That's the intended method, to a belt. Then it's meant to go on these LBVs. To the belt, which is going to run in these belt attachments, and then it's going to clip into these points here to suspend the upper. Or you attach it to a belt and you run a pair of suspenders or H harness of set, some sort, whether it's mine or someone else's, and then you clip it in and suspend it with that. North Africa, my crew, I'm a corporal in the Army. Right on, man. Yeah, criminals are running rampant. They're running rampant here, but not like you guys have it. Antique furniture, yeah, it depends what it is. Opium poppies grow in the wild. What extended batons? I don't sell extended batons. Decent thread for sewing Cordura, nylon. Tip top, what's up? Tip top and you won't stop. No? Yeah, this is gonna need some attention. Is this FUPA set up to attach to a dangler? No. The dangler is a FUPA that has a rip-up panel that you can put on body armor or any of our rigs. Plate carrier compatible with M14 plates? M4 plates? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't sell carriers. But if you have armor, I'm sure you already have a carrier. Bang Bang, what up? Jose, what's going on? What's a FUPA and do I need one? No, if you don't know what it is, you don't need one. And I'm a terrible fucking salesman, and I'm not going to sit here and try to sell you shit. You couldn't even get, well, danglers right there. Like, I'm almost out of FUPAs anyways. We had 1,000 of them over the last 30 days. Noah Bear, what's up? Dave, a FUPA is our fanny pack. It stands for fat upper pussy area. Check it out. I have a ton of fucking videos. I have some really good videos on the website. And you can find that literally fucking however you find shit on the internet. Saw a post from EU. News reporter was trying to sell mRNA tech for cancer vaccinations. Interesting. Watching your bills made me wonder what you consider selling a box of scrap. No, it's more hassle of my time than it's worth. Well, I would love to tell you yes, that would involve me, and it would never happen. Come hunting in South Africa. Man, I got friends that hunt Africa all the time. Definitely want an SOE fruit, but not a biological. Pornhub for a fupa? I would just start with Walmart, bro. One million people without power in Houston. What the fuck was that? Was that a tornado? That looked like tornadoes. Are we having pole shift? That's what I'm hearing, pole shift. It's been happening for the last 150 years. One million people wishing they had on the generators. You got that right, buddy. Yeah, weather where we've never had weather like that. You guys want to see some Honda generators? There's one. There's a stack back there. There's some others. I'm not sure where they're even at. We're expecting hail, shit. Houston flooding badly, yeah. It looked like that whole place was underwater. I saw some people look like they were in some pretty nice restaurant. Sog pouch heavy duty zippers for work. Saw wrench, wedges, etc. heavy duty. I use a sog pouch heavy duty zippers. Huh. They're not as heavy as what we use. Am I running any solar? I don't have any active solar, but I do have solar, yeah. Like here's some solar. These are 8-foot panels right here for one of my battery sets. I've got 4 of these. These are pretty fucking nice. Each set has the cables all built in and everything. And then they've got built-in kickstands and the whole deal. They're pretty sweet. Ice Age Farmer was right. Yeah, what happened to fucking Ice Age Farmer? Tim, if you like Ice Age Farmer, you should definitely know Yanasa TV. We were just coming back from dinner listening to Yanasa TV talking about the polar shifts. Big ass tornado, 4 fatalities, power outage. Well, shit. Man. One of the guys we listened to said pole shift 24 grand solar minimum. Yeah, that was Yanasa TV. Ice Age Farmer has been saying it. Yanasa Ventures has been talking about it. Adapt 2030, David Dubine's been saying it for fucking the last 3 years. Your pole shifts every time your wife walks. That's awesome, man. That you still are like that with her. That's good. Kurt Russell, 80s used car salesman movie. Those were salesmen. Expecting hail. Where are you at, David Smith? You need a permit to set up solar into the grid, man. It depends where you're at. We don't. I don't even need a permit to fucking build this building here. We have no codes or zoning. Golf ball hail. Shit, yeah, you might be fucked up. EcoFlow is a bunch of solar on discount on eBay. If you guys need solar, man, if you guys need solar, there's a lot of options. Sean Mills does great stuff. Hack My Homestead, Hack My Solar. Tad, my friend Tad, you should start following his stuff. Taddy Adventures. He's starting to do a lot of stuff with solar. Premier Solar. Sanzuko Raiders, coward. What the fuck you taught bench 350? Hey, go suck some fucking dick someplace else. We all have women. We're not trying to pick up fucking fags like you. Go on with your bench press, motherfucker. Somebody look at his page. Does he look like he can bench 350? One of us owns a gym. The other one pretends to go to a gym. Which one do you think you are? Yeah, solar panels for roads are cheap. Anytime you put a solar panel on the roof, you are putting holes in the roof. Eventually, that will be a problem for you. Most ideally, this whole wall, this whole side of the roof here is south facing. Perfect for solar. It's 10,000 square feet. That's where that's where I want my solar. Where should I put my solar? Down on the ground, taking up a lot of room instead of on the roof. Tennessee banned chemtrails. That's actually a fact. That is true. His boyfriend's name is Jim. Now, if you're going to put it on the roof, they have this, it's like Unistrut, but it's these rail systems for mounting them to the roof, which is much more ideal. Rather a fire in the yard than a fire on the roof. It's pouring now. Golf size hail tomorrow. Shit, that sucks, man. Just dropped a knife on my damn toe, leaking like a son of a bitch. I'm out of super glue. Shit. Ascension Health cyber attack, nothing works, and they lost without internet. Yeah, fucking mess, man. You have giraffes. I do. I do have giraffes. So Amanda has broken her arm while roller skating the other day. Very early while we were there during the photo shoot. And she didn't tell anybody till we were leaving. She got it x-rayed. It is, in fact, broke. She sees an orthopedic on Monday. First thoughts are no surgery needed. No cast either, but we will see once we see the orthopedic specialist. Hunter, what's up, man? There's several dudes on here from Africa. Ordered some woodland. What'd you order, Hunter? CBD for pain. Flexerol. There was another one. They gave her some real shit. I was surprised to fucking hear that. Like they gave her some real shit. But a buddy of ours hooked up some, I think it's Flexerol, and there's another one also, a non-narcotic. But they actually gave her some narcotics, which surprised the fuck out of me. Multi-purpose ID holder. Oh, nice. You're going to love it, dude. Bought more plants. I was left unattended. What the shit? I'm impressed that no one came back in. Oh, she was broken. When I said, hey, we're going to do all the still individual photo and video now. I said, as soon as they strip all this stuff off of Katrina, we're going to jock you up the same way. And she's like, I hurt my arm. And I said, how bad? She goes, I don't know. I go, broke? She goes, it might be broke. And nobody knew. She sucked it up. But nobody knew until we got back. And I actually said something. Tons of whole milk. Yeah, let's not fucking do that. I've broken a few bones in my day. You know, milk actually is not good for you. Milk is not good for you. It does not heal you. The calcium in milk does not heal you. all the milk that people have leads to a ton of osteoporosis in older ages, as well as oatmeal leaches a ton of that shit out of your body. Soak that thing in a tub of comfrey salve. Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, they love giving narcotics. Amanda saw a doc the other day, and they didn't say shit to her. And when she went to pick up her meds, well, not maintenance stuff, not really meds, they fucking, that bitch prescribed her statins. She's like, what the fuck? They didn't even discuss statins. Like, I'm not gonna fucking take statins. Fuck you guys.
Here, you want to show them the bruise?
Yeah, let me see the bruise. Come here, crybaby.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the crybaby.
Just put some fucking coffee on it. Yeah, that doesn't really do it justice. It looks way worse in real life. Don't you have some more bruises?
On my ass.
Let me see that one. I'm kidding. I'm not, but I'm not going to show them. Give her some tussin.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad on that screen.
Don't you have another one? I thought your hand was all fucking... Yeah, you can't even see
the
that.
palm is pretty well gone.
Yeah.
But it started out as like a little tiny bruise, and now is like half of my arm.
Statins will rot your brain and give you dementia. Oh, we agree with 100% with you. They want to put... Are you guys know... They want to put statins in the United States water supply. They, no bullshit, want to put it in just like they put that other fucking poison in there. What's the other one they call it? What am I thinking of? Fluoride. Oh yeah, they wanted to put Prozac in the 90s in San Diego's water supply. Fucking criminals.
Honestly, I think that
Milk aggravates osteoporosis. I'm still skating at 60. Don't use any comfrey until you're sure it doesn't need to be set. It'll start fusing incredibly fast.
okay, and I will not put my pain salve on it anymore.
Yeah, it's gonna get darker. While that bruise looks bad, that is not a terribly bad bruise. Isaac, yeah, we were told that as kids all the time, man. In making a social media YouTube commercial general handle from all different little businesses and such, how do you pick or show all like a hologram? I don't understand what you're asking me. Bad spot for a break. Gonna be able to punch through walls. Yeah, they said she broke the head. Hood Billy, what up? We got rid of the fluoride. It used to be a sign as soon as you enter town. Yeah, we haven't had fluoride in the 20 years I've lived here. There has not been fluoride here. And fluoride is not very scientific, guys. Go look up some shows on how they actually dose fluoride. Thankfully, I had a first aid on hand done bleeding. Oh, you're the guy that dropped the knife on his foot. Yeah, give the bruise a couple days. No shit. It'll spread out even more. I had one. I don't remember what I did. I had a bruise on my leg just like that. And boy, it fucking covered like all of my leg. Modest, what's up? Okay, don't catch any more knives with your foot. What kind of knife was it? What were you doing? I cut the shit out of Cody's mom a couple times with a knife on her knee. Not on purpose, just dropped that motherfucker. She was sitting on the floor. The Timberline Spec War. Ernie Emerson design. Fucking cut her leg wide fucking open. Most water can test positive for pharmaceuticals now. It's all contained. Absolutely. Mentioned in other places to have a social media be easy to recognize everywhere. How to do that with all kinds of different income, skills, and interests. How to do that with... I'm not follow what you're asking me. Use the same picture on all of your accounts. Use the same avatar on all of your accounts. So it all looks the same. So no matter what platform you're on, we know it's you. Get a scoop of cod liver oil for the bruise. Never go to the hospital. Yeah, well, we don't have a choice but to go to the hospital on this one. The x-rays already show it's broken. She was not a nurse when I cut her open like that. Any thoughts on beef or pork in the future? I don't want pork, and I don't have enough room for beef. You totally should. Absolutely. I have lambs. I have sheep here. I did an elbow once. Day 3 was bruised, wrist to armpit. Yep. I can almost bet there is still some sitting in the plant. Oh, yeah, I'll bet there is. Well, we can go look. You got a key, motherfucker. We know your boy. My doctor prescribed statin. Yeah, never. I'm not fucking taking any fucking statins. Can we burn this? Yeah, Mr. Greg. Listen, she bought some skates. I said no skates. She bought them and hid them. She concealed them for 6 months. I said we're going to do a skate video. She has some skates miraculously. We put the bitch on skates for 15 minutes. She breaks her arm. She can skate. I just don't have time for her to be broken. The same reason I did not put any skates on. If I am fucked up, it immediately affects fucking 30 people's lives. Immediately. Hey, Robert Sterling, go suck a cock somewhere else. Fucking cunt. You're on my fucking channel. You can say whatever you want. You can be offended about whatever you want in your fucking living room, not in mine. So, just so we're clear, once again, go ahead and fuck off someplace else. I'm 52. I'll say whatever the fuck I want. You don't like it? Take your little dick skinners and fucking push the little button and go to another fucking channel. Why don't I want pork? I just don't want pigs here. The damage that they do. I have 10 acres, and I just don't want pigs here. I don't need them. My buddy Bo next door, who was at the skate rink with us, him and his son and wife, has plenty of pigs. I have so many friends with pigs, I don't need to keep pigs. Humorous head. Yes, Johnny, humorous head. What do we do with the cod liver oil, DH? Do we apply it, we drink it, or apply it with like a bandage? What do we do with that? Not laughing at her getting... Oh, I know you're not, man. It sounds like some shenanigans. Yeah, no shit. But I'm too old for that. I don't heal quickly enough. Radial head fracture. Oh, Robert is a fan. Where's Robert? Did he comment again? Don't ban his dumbass yet. I just watched the Pulling the Thread. Loved it. You guys are fun to watch and hear your... Thanks, Dr. Steve. What kind of doctor are you, Steve? 52 and still act like a kid. How sad. Go fuck off someplace else. However old you are, you've chosen a cartoon character to represent you to the world on the fucking internet. One of us uses my own name. One of us is watching the other person on a Friday night when you could be anywhere. You want to guess which one of those you are? Cod oil is straight from the head. Waiting on NSW chest rig and Rallyman mag pouches. Yeah, you're waiting on those because I just built them. Actually for you yesterday, right here. I believe this is probably you. Are you Noble Bear? And is this your order right here? Yeah, I built those yesterday so that we could actually ship your order, bud. I built, what did we build? I think we built 20 of those yesterday. Do the cat scratch the gator? No, no. Damn, it's getting wild in here. Wed, always drink it. Tasted awful as a kid. Yeah, do you remember? So it was cod liver oil. I remember actually drinking cod liver oil as a supplement. This chick that I was banging worked at some holistic medical doctor, and they're like, "Oh, have your boyfriend take these aminos and this cod liver oil." It was fucking horrible. Oh my god. Do you remember castor oil as a kid? Watching, I don't know if it's Happy Days or, around that time frame, Happy Days and Leave It to Beaver and stuff. And mom would always threaten the kids with castor oil as a punishment. Wife asked me what I want for Father's Day. I said an NSW chest. DJ, I got him right now, buddy. Grandfather used to swear by cod liver oil. That stuff was disgusting. Mostly it was in the greater tubercle of the humerus head. Crazy place to get a fracture or even a full break. Fucking hate my cat. You got a nice one. Why don't you get rid of the cat if you don't like it? I have no emotional attachment to any animals that I have. They all serve a purpose. And when the purpose is outweighed by frustration, I usually end that animal. You are supposed to call PCS if you swallow the amount of fluoride. Oh yeah, of a pea. If you just the amount of a pea of fluoride is enough to kill a human being. That is 100% correct, yeah. There's a poison control number on all tubes of toothpaste. Make sure that you are using toothpaste that does not have fluoride in it. Family medicine, geriatrics. I work urgent care medicine. Awesome, man. Right on. In a hospital or emergency room or like what kind of setting? Man, I'll bet you never, I know you never know. You never know when you go to work what you're going to see that day. Robert, you still here, buddy? I hope that you are, Robert. I hope that you are still here. You might actually gain something. Urgent care, outpatient, walk-in center. Got it, man. Got it. Who determined people should drink fluoride? The Nazis. The Nazis gave it to a lot of fucking people. Look that shit up. Look at why we give people fluoride. Look at who made that determination. And prior to it being used to give to human beings, what we used to do with it. It's a byproduct from manufacturing aluminum dross to be specific. And we used to export it. Every other country pushes it, like Europe doesn't keep it in Europe. They put it out on islands. Yeah, it makes you docile. That's like, absolutely. It suppresses you. It retards you. Fluoride is a waste product, yes. A toxic waste product. Take a TBS of castor oil, milk of magnesia, and you will shoot like a 16-inch deck gun. What are we talking about? Like Cialis? Like you will shoot like, we're talking about erectile function? Going to go walk Elvis Rottweiler. Enjoy the million star. Freedom Media Corporation. I know that I didn't answer your question correctly. I still was not 100% on what exactly you were asking. Have a good evening. Be safe. Castor oil was for flu and sickness. Better just go to school sick. Yeah, I thought it was a punishment because it makes you projectile vomit and have projectile diarrhea. So it kind of like purges your system out. Bet you don't have mice or rat issue. Oh, I see what you're saying. I used to breed rats a few years ago. I remember burping that rancid. Yeah, because all the fish oil is rancid, right? Vitamin D, which isn't a vitamin, it's a prohormone. But your vitamin D should not be in fish oil. None of your shit should be in fish oil, guys. Fluoride that is not poisonous. It costs more than the poisonous kind. Greed wins over keeping us safe. Guys, you don't need fluoride for your teeth. If you've not heard of this, look up teeth sealing. You can take a child and they can seal their teeth. They put this film on their teeth. The child will never have a cavity. You can also have that applied as an adult. It's not even expensive. How come you've never heard of this? Imagine if there was something for a few $100s they could put on your teeth where you don't get cavities ever. Castor oil, grandma's holy water. Got all the evil out. Oh, I see. Yeah. What about omega-3s? Is that fish oil? Yes, but most of it's rancid. Almost the majority of the fish oil that is consumed on the market is rancid and, in fact, toxic. There are options that are not, but most of the ones you're buying, if you're buying that shit at a vitamin store or Costco or someplace, you're not getting a healthy benefit out of most of it. Got 2 orders yesterday. Thanks, Lewis. Oh, I know who you are, Ed. Right, we actually spoke about that, man. Glad you got that. Pain salve was put to use. It works, man. It works. Chris Watkins, what's up, buddy? You guys are back with power, correct? I get my vitamin D from the sun or UV light. Taking vitamin D, everyone here in my latitude is deficient when I was a PCP and checking levels on everyone. So I have my blood done regularly. I use a vitamin D product. I take 30,000 IUs every evening. And when I'm low, my 6-week blood test will show that it's actually functions. It's actually great. The product I'm using works very well. Matagenics fish oil seems to be pretty good. Good, awesome, man. I have not heard of it. Wrote a nice note on my order invoice. Right on. Lewis is a good dude. For you guys that don't know, Lewis is Lewis from Tactical Response. There's a tree that hit the TVA transmission and knocked out Memphis. The goal is to keep people sick. I believe that, Beth. I would agree with you. Most places won't do it because they claim they don't want to deal in cavities. I asked when mine were little because I had it done as a child. Most people won't do it because they claim they don't want to deal in cavities. So why the fuck wouldn't they seal your kid's teeth? Look up holistic dentistry. They will they'll have conversations about like removing mercury fillings and using composite fillings. All kinds of like removes brain fog, removes toxins, all kinds of shit like that. They do sealing, I believe. Oh, seal in cavity. I see what you're saying. Fluoride is proven to make people less intelligent. They dose the wells. A lot of times Hitler dosed the wells of the people before they invaded the villages. Bought some of that vitamin D liquid from InfoWars. I don't know if it was effective. They said it was from lichen. Didn't taste too bad. Interesting. Amanda, what's the one we use? We actually buy it off Amazon. It's in olive oil. American Marines were test subjects for it in Vietnam. Fluoride. Oh, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. I think most military personnel are test subjects even today. The VA, I believe that a lot of the VA stuff is not to treat you. It is to continue to monitor their science experiments. I don't think that the doctors at the VA level are complacent in that. I think they believe they're doing the right thing, but I think that a lot of that blood work is monitored. Decline in children IQ when exposed to fluoride. Yeah, absolutely. You have to wear a hazmat suit when you work with it. Does Optimize You place require you to live near them? No. And depending on where you are, it's going to depend on your state. Some of it can be done 100% through telehealth. But their goal is to have clinics in every single state. And once it's in your state, even if you're hundreds of miles away within your state, you will then qualify for telehealth. Some states don't have to have a doctor present in the state. I don't think the doctors know anything, but that system has been corrupted for a very long time. At the VAMC, I work trained for at. Oh yeah, I agree with you. I agree, man. Vitamin D. But what's the? I don't know if you guys can click that Amazon link right there, but that's the vitamin D that we use. Kirby, how are you, man? Composite fillings break. They do break a lot, yes. Composite fillings do break. But you don't have any of the mercury leakage or any of the other stuff. There's a lot of stuff around currently in the last few years saying never get a root canal, because the root canal, when they seal that, they seal the infection inside, and that infection continues to leak into your bloodstream. Used to take a friend to the VA, and the questions he was asked were just off the wall. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Germany used fluoride in the camps and ghettos to keep people dumbed down and compliant, part of why Holocaust victims were so complacent. There you go. There you go. Just got my LabCorp testosterone results. Both numbers off the chart in the wrong direction. Oh, easily fixable, Yada. Easily fixable, man. I'm waiting on an Optimize You appointment like it's Christmas. You'll feel better, man. You'll feel better. They're gonna talk about a lot of numbers. It's not just hormones. They're gonna go over all of your lab work. It's a trip because you'll go see a doctor once a year, maybe twice a year, and these guys are gonna talk about stuff that your doctor's never mentioned with you. If you take this lab, like if you go to a doctor and request these labs, a lot of them are almost combative about them. It's very bizarre that you're paying your money and you're requesting these labs, and and it's not even the doctors, it's the nurses and stuff. But and some doctors, they will literally. It's almost like they're very angry that you're requesting this lab work, and I believe it's because they don't know how to interpret some of it. 220-ish. Can't remember the other number. Both below the range. Yeah, that's small. That's low. How old are you, man? Fluoride is the main component in Prozac. Yes, yes it is. Primary care doctors won't know how to write the labs, code for them, and then you get a big bill. They also won't know what to order and what the results mean exactly. Yep. Doc Berry was my doc for 14 years before he stopped being a doctor. Wrote a book called Lies Your Doctor Told You. He and I discussed hormones quite a bit. He still lives about 15 minutes from here. The sheep I have are actually from Dr. Berry. Average price for Optimize You, I think I'm $200 a month. But that includes everything. That includes the hormones. That includes all the support. That includes other things that I ask for that have nothing to do with that. That includes all my needles, all of my alcohol wipes. I mean everything. Every single thing you're going to need that's inclusive in that price. And then if you're near one of their offices, you could literally go to their office every single day, use their red light therapy, use their cold plunges, use their cryo chambers. The cryo chamber is fucking a $300,000 system. Use their saunas. Some of the locations are starting to get hard shell hyperbaric chambers, high oxygen therapy. Learned about root canal issue just after having one, getting it pulled on the near future. So when they pull that, Mike, what do you do in place of that if you don't do the root canal? Like what do you fill the hole with? Question mark. Optimize You, Steve. Optimize You. It's Optimize You now. I know Jerry. I actually did I think you can see it. I don't think it's a members video. I think there's a video I did about a month ago with Jerry from Optimize You. If you're interested, watch that video. Lots of information in there. But it's Optimize You now. I had a friend on HGH and test and was $1,200 a month. Well, human growth hormone, you can legally get it in the United States, but you have to meet some parameters to get it. You can fast and do some different things to get your blood work to get to that level, But for growth hormone, you're going to be about $1,000 a month for growth hormone. Now, there's secretagogues you can get, and you can also just buy it on the gray market, and you'll get it for less than that price. Eat red meat, yeah, absolutely eat red meat. Now with growth hormone, or even the secretagogue, like Samoralin, what's the other one, Amanda? Ipamorelin. That will cause your body to secrete your own growth hormone, and then when you stack that with CJC1257, I think it is, another peptide, it will extend the growth that time frame from 2 hours to 4 hours. No carbohydrates at all, none for 2 hours. Longer is better, 3 hours before bed, no carbs. And then right before you go to bed, you're going to inject this into your gray fat or your brown fat on your love handles. You're going to find that you sleep much better. You're going to sleep really, really well. More economy for sleep. So in that 4 or 5 hour, 6 hour sleep window, you're going to feel like you slept 8 or 9 hours. Fillings in the 70 were glass, fluoride beads, and some leaded silver. Oh, I had no idea they had fluoride beads in there. Bro's just live streaming all the special equipment. Yeah, that's what this is, special operations equipment. Yeah, I make all this shit. I started this company 35 years ago. We make it all on these sewing machines right here with U.S. citizens. Actually, motherfucking Americans is who they are. And we build it all here in small town USA, in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee. Talked to my liberal sis today. She's fed up with the Biden admin. She'll be turning red soon. Yeah, but it'll be temporary, man. I mean, you can always hope. You can always hope. But she's only mad because it's costing her wallet. She hasn't lost her liberal ways. Super lucky. My PC was super easy to talk into during test labs and prescribing me tests. Awesome. Awesome. I recovered denied insurance claims. So frustrating to see what treatment gets denied. Yeah. And how many times they have to fucking it while somebody's literally in pain and having problems that could be fucking literally solved. Down in the low 220s now for the first time since I was strung out on meth. Oh, weight-wise, good, man, good. Just checked order that arrived, and yes, I see optimized U card. There we go, there we go. One day in on my hormones, and I had more energy today than usual and was in a good mood all day. Not sure if placebo. People will tell you it's placebo. When I don't use testosterone for any length of time, the first injection I have, I literally cannot lay on my stomach because my dick will fucking snap off. People will tell you placebo, but my dick sure will tell you that it's not a fucking placebo. And I will feel rested immediately. You will sleep better, and you will have more economy for your sleep. The time you sleep will feel extended. Infant NIC in NICU. Oh shit. $197. Ran too much to bulk up. You don't want to bulk up though, do you, man? Nothing I know of that can afford at the moment. I have tooth missing in the same spot on the other side. It is the back lower. Haven't had any real issues. Got it, yeah. They'll tell you teeth shifting and all kinds of shit. Like, they were taking my wisdom teeth out, and the fucking dentist is like, we need to discuss implants. I'm like, we don't need to fucking discuss any implants. I never had braces. I don't fucking care if my teeth shift. Sis was pissed all the hoops she had to go through with getting solar. You get what you voted for. Yeah, you get what you fucking voted for. That's exactly it. Well, not always. I mean, clearly, I don't think all these people voted for Biden. We know they didn't. But you got it still. What's better, Velcro or Duragrip? I've never heard of Duragrip. I don't know what it is. Probably some company's trademark for Velcro. Best way to gain test and muscle mass at 19. Meat. You can get your labs tested. There are a lot of fucking 18-year-old men walking around with test levels that are less than 13-year-old girls. It is highly possible. Remove clown food from your diet, meaning any concrete building where they're sending you some food through a fucking window in the wall. We call that clown food because all of the fast food places had a clown. Stop eating poisons. Stop taking in toxins. Eat single ingredient foods. If you're looking at a food there's something in there you can't pronounce, that's not a whole food. Stop eating that. Do you know most bread in the United States has human hair in it? Is this on any of your guys' radar? Sounds absolutely fucking insane, doesn't it? Why would there be human hair in people's fucking bread? Anybody heard of this? Anyone? The reindeer games. That's right. I say that every day. Why aren't people voting libertarian? Because there's not enough of you. Voting libertarian does fucking nothing. And most libertarians aren't fucking libertarian. Come on, let's get real. Everybody loves the premise of it. What you mean is anarchy. We don't need rules and regulations and all the bullshit. You really need 10 laws. That's all you need is 10. Oh, you worked at a bread factory. That's very unlikely. So give me some names of some of the things that went into your bread, because it wasn't 3 ingredients. Let's have this conversation, bread guy. Energy drink B12 is crazy. Just threw out 2 cases. It's fucking crazy, isn't it? Cadaver hair and beauty salon hair. Beth, my man. That's right. That is right. Mostly coming out of China. I love Solomon boots and running shoes, but they do wear out because it's very soft rubber. They absolutely do. And if you're on CVT tile all the time like this, they last well. But yeah, you put them on concrete, eats them up. I am libertarian. Don't mess with us, we won't mess with you. Absolutely. The non-aggression principle. But that's not libertarian. Come on, that's anarchy. I think everybody on here would agree with you. But if you're voting libertarian, you're going fucking nowhere. I don't believe voting either way fucking does anything, but it's doing even less as a libertarian. Let's be fucking real. Where did I set my phone? I'm going to pull this video up for you guys and show you the hair that's in your bread. It's not listed as human hair. There's also some highly toxic things that are in most of your bread. At least grocery store bread. Murray Rothbard's form of libertarianism, but we are in the machinations of the state. I don't eat bread. All American food has small amounts of contaminants. Yeah. Question the meat. Oh, yeah, you should absolutely question the meat. No, most of the wheat in the USA is heavily glyphosate. Yes, it is. Most people don't have gluten allergies. You have a glyphosate allergy. Let me see real quick if I can find the thing on the bread.
What about Brad? There's there's human hair in
Ew,
bread and
nah,
bagels.
you're lying, fam.
Specifically bagels that we eat.
Nah, you're
there's this chemical in it called L-glycamine or some shit. Listen.
Nah, that's so
Listen,
bad, bro.
I swear to God.
I need to fact check that, fam.
I'll fact check you right now. Ready?
I don't fact check a lot of shit.
Ready?
fam.
Watch this shit.
Yo, source, trust me, bro.
Watch this. L-cysteine, an amino acid used to prolong shelf life in products such as commercial bread, can be found in ducks, chickens, cow horns, blah, blah, blah. But most that's used in shelf food comes from human hair.
What?
Yeah, it has been reported most of the human hair to use the L-cysteine comes from China, which are gathered from barbershops and hair salons.
No. Whenever we eat a...
Okay, there's what you're looking for. L-cysteine. Is it in your bread? Go look. For the dough, actually came from local farmers. Nice. The live is great on your phone, but sucks on your PC. I can either see the video or the comment. Yeah, it's just not optimized for it. No bit. Go fucking look it up. I just gave you what to look up. Or don't. I don't give two shits. When I vote libertarian, I expect people to notice. Hopefully it reverberates down the line. It doesn't. It does not. Yeah, store bread never goes moldy. Absolutely. Solent grain level shit. Rage hard. Hey, no, you're fucking banned here. You'll never be seen again. I have no fucking bandwidth for your irritating me doing a video. So, L-cysteine, go look it up, but you'll never comment here again. So, fuck off somewhere else. I ask questions. I also oh yeah, you should absolutely question pet food. Why would you not? You know what I fed my dogs today? 4 rabbits that were about 16 weeks old. 4 rabbits and a bunch of chicken eggs. The chicken eggs that I pulled that had any kind of dirt or poop on them or anything, we never wash those eggs. I always give them to the dogs. So my dogs haven't had any dog kibble in 3 or 4 days. And we do give them some kibble here and there. When I'm just in a hurry, I'll give them kibble, but it usually has, between 6 and 12 eggs over the kibble. Very little kibble, more eggs. And then here's the rest of the eggs that I pulled today. So, like this, I would usually crack that. And that I'd usually crack. Still fully capable of eating. I just have so many eggs, I don't have to use those. But we had rain yesterday, so there was a lot of like mud and stuff on them. So I had a lot of dirty eggs today. So that's why I didn't use all of them. Considering raising rabbits, got plenty of chickens, and they get scrambled eggs almost daily. Yeah, I use chickens too. I just rounded up a bunch of roosters and put them in a pen. Then I'll start killing them off one by one. And a big rooster is enough to feed my big dogs for 2 or 3 days. Like I'll give them a rooster, and then I won't feed them for several days. Miss Fresh Egg. Haven't had any in quite a while. $7 a dozen for eggs? Holy shit, we're giving them away. My employees haven't bought eggs in over 5 years. Usually we'll set 6 to 10 dozen or 18 packs of eggs up at the time clock every day. Like, we'll have so many eggs. My people stopped taking eggs. We had so many eggs. I actually killed off probably 40% of my chicken flock last year. Dogs love eggs, man. I feed them to my friend's dog, watch them sometimes when they're out of town. Yeah, the dogs will, I have these roll-out nest boxes, and some of my dogs know how to open those, and they'll just get an egg, and they'll carry it around in their mouth. And you can tell because they're moving weird. And you're like, what does she get? Let me see what's in your mouth. And she's just got an egg. She's not like breaking it or anything. She just carries it around and licks it and then eventually eats it. Brown eggs do cost more, yeah. My neighbors don't like my roosters, but my hens don't like the neighbor's dog. Yeah, fuck your neighbors. I didn't have any neighbors before I had roosters. I also, like, we have no codes or zoning. I don't have neighbors. When I say neighbor, my neighbor's like 15, 20 acres that way. I think my chickens need more calcium, laying real thin eggshells. So take your eggshells, feed them back to your chickens. Just give them your eggshells. You will hear people say you can put eggshells in your garden and it'll add calcium, and it does not. If you put an eggshell in your garden and then dig it up in a year, you will have an eggshell. If you want to leach the calcium, you need to bake the egg, and then to make it bioavailable, put it in like lemon juice will do it. You can put it in lemon juice and then strain it and let it dry off, and then that is calcium that is bioavailable. Job's going well. I'm $55.60 an hour, about $1,300 a week. I will be more when AG spray drone spins up. Oh, very cool. Closest neighbor is a city block away. That's great, man. That is great. Feed them back their unbroken eggshell. Yeah, you could just feed them their eggs too if you have dirty eggs. And people will be like, oh, I don't want to do that. They'll start eating the eggs. Mine don't. I've done it for decades. Human DNA in McDonald's burger. I have heard that also. Came from fetal stem cells or fetal cells at some point. Local law allows 24 fowl in town. No noise ordinance for the rooster, yet Popo shows up. Well, then your fucking police should be doing police work. You have too many police if they can show up for a fucking rooster call. We don't have zoning or codes or for bona fide farms use property, and thankfully our 43 acres are nice. 43 acres, that's sweet. Maybe it's something else they're deficient in. You get some oyster shell. That'll add calcium in there. You can buy it right in a bag. It'll last you years. In the mountains at night, you can hear neighbors talking about a 3/4 mile away. Interesting. But the rooster's call is an easier... Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Fake lab meat is supposedly from cancer gene genetically modified cells. Grow muscle cells from the nutrient broth. Freak show science, yes. Oyster shell, coral calcium. The McDonald's in Canada has signs saying that some of their products cause cancer. Hot dogs. You guys heard about hot dogs? Hot dogs. I talked about this 6 months or so ago. I actually talked about it for a while on video, one of the real videos. Hot dogs, there was a bunch of lab testing that was done, independent lab testing. They rounded up all these hot dogs, different brands, vegan hot dogs, and chicken hot dogs, and beef hot dogs, and pork hot dogs. They found that, I think they said 50% of all hot dogs had human DNA in them. A large portion of the vegan hot dogs actually had meat in them. Everything was completely cross-contaminated. So be aware if it matters to you. Hot dogs contain human meat. Yes, I think that is the point. Don't ruin it for me, $1.60. Never ate hot dogs again after watching Sling Blade. Shit, I love hot dogs. Then you keep on eating hot dogs, man. Can you talk a bit about the machine repairmen you have come out? None of these sewing repair shops work on anything other than domestic machines. Yeah, you need a commercial sewing machine repair guy. That's what you need. My guy will not come to you. I mean, if you have a bunch of sewing machines, he will. My guy's between about $600 to $1,000 when he shows up here. And if I need him to come here, and he's in Texas or Florida, and I need him to come into the shop, it's $3,000 to get him to show up. And people pay him every day that rate. He's making $3 to $5 grand a day for, half a day's work. Glizzies. Yeah, they do call them glizzy. I thought glizzy was a brand of hot dog. Birds love tomatoes. That is a good word. Yeah, we give all the scrap tomatoes, all the excess scraps from everything. But my birds used to eat tomatoes a lot because Amanda would make burritos and use these little cherry tomatoes. And the birds would walk all the property and shit out all the tomato seeds. And we have tomatoes now, still to this day, grow all over the property where they should not be. $2 pack hot dog. Man, especially if money's tight for you guys, or me even, when money got, like, I'm not going to question any of that shit that we're having these conversations about. Top Ramen, go watch the videos on Top Ramen right now. That shit will be in your stomach for fucking days. It does not digest. Look at Top Ramen. Go pull some Top Ramen or cup of soup out of the container and look at that motherfucker under the magnifying glass on your phone and see what the fuck's moving around in that shit that you just took off the shelf. Brewer's yeast, niacin. Niacin is supposed to be a big part of the problem in the bread. What do they enrich it with? Isn't it niacin that they enrich flour with? Causing a lot of problems in humans' bodies. There are different types of niacin, just like there's different types of calcium, there's different types of magnesium. Some of it is toxic to you, some of it is beneficial. Some chick who won a hot dog eating contest made the glizzy name popular. Got it. Found a pleasant surprise of morels. Very nice. If you can't tell what it is, don't eat it. You can make your own Italian sausage, and it will be healthier than buying hot dogs. Cure some meat yourself. Yeah, curing meat is quite the it's quite the thing, man. We just had hand-hewn meats here, and they do artisan charcuterie. And they brought out a spread that is just fucking incredible. We ate meats, all the meats we ate were between 3 years and 7 years aged. Hand-hewn meats came out here. They butchered a 350-pound female pig. And nobody's going to have a 350-pound pig for you. Most pork that you eat is going to be eaten and consumed at a 6 month of age, because that's when the most growth rate is. So to age a hog out to 350 pounds, you're never going to experience that unless you raise it yourself. But when you go to Italy, all of those meats, they use much older hogs because the flavor is just so much different. My baby's mama at least 400 pounds. Hand-hewn meat class was a great class. Tim, I was just looking at photos today. I was just looking at pictures from the class today. I took a bunch of footage out and organized it out of the phone and then handed it over to the video guys. Must be my coworker. Sounds like she's crapping herself multiple times a day. He eats that slop all the time. Yeah. Yeah, guys, when you go to the bathroom, you're not supposed to be on the toilet for fucking 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. When you flush the toilet, there should be clean water in the bowl, right? There shouldn't be residue. There shouldn't be streaks. You shouldn't be grunting. It shouldn't sound like it's painful. Those are all problems. Like, if you have any of those things happening, you need to evaluate some of those life choices that you're making. None of that shit should happen. You should not have to sit on a toilet for 10 minutes. That should not exist for you. And if it does, you need to evaluate what's causing that. No hot dogs, Top Ramen had known when I was 20. Yeah, I would have starved too, buddy. 300-pound hog is a serious investment of time. It is, because it's not putting on the weight for the feed conversion. You gotta get with your restaurants. Have a thing where you go pick up all their scraps every day. It's going to be a game changer. For chickens, too. 4-pound cowboy cut bone-in ribeye. Very nice, man. Buddy gave me a year-old bread, bagels, and Hostess cakes. Only 10% off. He gave me year-old. Pepper trees are very hard to get rid of, and don't burn them. Toxic. Pepper trees, interesting. Niacin is good for ducks, though. I don't know. I don't give my ducks any niacin. I mean, maybe it's in the feed. I use a poultry feed, which my ducks eat. But all of my ducks and chickens, they get a lot of scraps. A lot of scraps. We'll look at the refrigerator right here. Almost everything that's in the refrigerator right now will be given to the chickens over the next few days, next week. And then anytime, we do lunch here every day and breakfast a lot of times. And anything that doesn't get consumed, it goes into a Rubbermaid tub here. And everything in the Rubbermaid tub goes to the chickens. It looks like this. Ooh, it's hot in here. All of this stuff, this was from lunch. That'll all go in that feed bin. All of this stuff, that watermelon, I'm gonna eat that as soon as I get off here. But like all of this, like we got a bunch of chicken salads in there. There's some lasagna down there. I don't know what's down there. All that shit gets cleaned out and it goes in this feed bin. And they get all those scraps. And then we get some scraps from some restaurants and they get all those scraps. Birds won't eat root vegetables. Yeah, mine won't. You know what else they won't eat? Nothing, no animal that I've ever owned will eat onions. And they go up there. Now, I use a deep mulch system. So in all of my chicken pens, where the chickens roost especially, I've got 12 to 20 inches of wood chips down. So all of that food gets in there, and the chickens are constantly turning it over. So it gets composted in there. So even the stuff they don't eat. But the sweet potatoes we put in there, they peck at it over time, but bugs are what really ends up eating it down. Stop with the toilet time commentary. That's my great escape and when I solve all the world's problems. Okay. I had my gallbladder removed and have a good diet. I'm on and off the toilet. Your doctor lied. Christopher, diet is the key. Can I feed them milk? The animals, my animals get some milk. Not a lot, but more than anything, I pour the milk in the compost bin. And the compost bin is just some pallets. It's probably 10 by 10 feet on T-posts. And it's all rabbit manure. That's the only thing I really put in there. Golden pheasants are not good for you. You're fucking right about that. I bought a couple of them. They were beautiful. And they were here for about 5 minutes. And I never saw them again. Pigs love wild onions. Interesting. Interesting. I feed sprouts to my chickens as a supplement. Yeah, so if we're feeding sprouts to chickens, that's called fodder. And guys that don't know, when you buy seed packets, those $3 for those little packets of seeds, you can also buy the same seeds as sprout seeds, and we buy those by the pound, and you get way more for way less money. And you take those sprouts and you sprout them, those seeds. You can do fodder out of anything. But sunflower seed works great. Barley works good. Any seed, alfalfa, wheat, you can take any of that and you sprout it. And we do a system in buckets. You can also do it in trays. You could do it with irrigation and pumps and UV lights and all kinds of stuff. But I just use a 5-gallon bucket with holes drilled in the bottom. And I'll take about a cup of seed and I'll put it in there. And I'll soak it for about an hour. And then I'll drain the water out. And then I'll start one of those buckets every day. And in about 7 days, that bucket is, it's almost half full with sprouts. And on the 7th day, that one's going to go to the animals. And each day, I'm going to go and I'm going to put water in each bucket, and they're going to drain out. And then I'm just going to keep them in out of the sunlight. And they're going to sprout up. And that's called fodder. And that's what we feed to chickens and rabbits and all kinds of stuff. They say that when you feed dry feed to an animal, it can absorb 18% of the protein. And when you feed sprouts to an animal, you get a 78% nutrition absorption. They can absorb 78% when it's been sprouted. When will those sick full-size radio Velcro wraps be available? They're going to Evan first. I have hunting dogs and train them with hens. Training that hen is no-no, so they have no birds alone. They still hunt great. I don't know what you mean. 330 scallywags on here. Which an hour? Oh, because I've been going for a while. And I'm 74 minutes in here. If I run this video at 120 minutes, you will see these numbers jump between 600 and 1,000. 2 hours is the magic number on one of these lives. YouTube will open up the algorithm. Would be funny if the golden pheasant farmers raised them like homing pit. Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, because they're fucking expensive. Your old bread was for bear bait. Got it. When I stay below 200 carbs a week, I hardly poop at all. Interesting. Just crush some leftover kale. Giant fridge. Yeah, that. I have several of those fridges. Never understood why anybody would want to hang out. Okay, we're back on the comments here. Live for it. I'm that guy you reference. You need one of a day. Let's hit 420 for educational purpose. I don't know what that means. You mean smoke weed? I've never smoked weed. Early morning, right on. Beth, we'll get the garden plant. Nice. You guys doing anything good tomorrow? 456 people on right now. And only 68 thumbs up. You lazy motherfuckers, it is your duty to back out of here and hit the like button. More importantly, do you know you guys all have a share button? Could you imagine the value if somebody actually watching the video shared it to somebody, especially guys that are here every night? Could you imagine people that are on here every night? Now we're back down to 283. Out of 283 people, there's 100 of you on every night. Imagine if you just hit that share button and sent it to somebody that you actually cared about. Imagine what we could do if everybody fucking told one person. I don't even ask you guys to buy shit. Hell, most of the people asking about gear, I ignore them. We do this video just to have a conversation. Stumbled onto this live. What in the survival apocalypse is this warehouse? I manufacture nylon tactical gear. I started this company 35 years ago, and we build all this stuff on these sewing machines right here. A Sigma male? I don't know. I'm the motherfucking boss. I am responsible, and my actions directly affect fucking hundreds of people's lives on a daily basis. I don't know what Sigma is. Gave one of the bags to a buddy. Thank you, man. Liked on this account. Thanks, Weed. Do you sell cases of MREs? No. If you guys want MREs, the best thing for you to do, because shipping is ridiculous on MREs, the best thing for you to do is get onto Facebook, go to Marketplace, and type in MRE. Every one of you has somebody local to you selling surplus MREs. Is this taut gear? I don't know what you're fucking talking about. Could you show what you consider a good machine to be? Yeah, so any of these machines, these LU1508s, I've got, I don't know, probably a dozen of them. You're going to be about $2,500 to $3,000 for that machine. This is an old Nakajima probably, which is really just a Consew 206. This is the machine I sew on every day. I was on this machine for probably 6 hours today. And what is it? It's a Consew 206. Super old one. Just find you a 206. You're going to pay about $1,000 for this. It's going to come with a new motor stand. That's what you call the table. It's going to come with a new servo motor typically for about $1,000. Even if it's sitting in Los Angeles and you have to ship it to New York, they're going to put it on a pallet. They're going to ship it to you. It's going to cost you a couple $100 to ship it typically. Low test results. What type of testosterone should I require a prescription for. I guess I need to do more reading. It doesn't matter. You're going to need a prescription for any of it. And you have a couple options. They're going to give you a Nanthate or Cypionate, and then I take test Cypionate propionate. Crosses the blood-brain barrier. Your doc's probably not going to give you that. You're going to get a Nanthate or you're going to get Cypionate. And most doctors, they're not going to know why they're giving you one or the other. Carbon fiber. No, I don't. Don't let them tell you one shot a week. No, don't let them tell you one shot a week. A lot of places are going to give you low testosterone, and it's going to really spike your estrogen. You should be taking probably 200. They're probably going to start you at 200 milligrams a week. And if they're telling you to take one shot, definitely break that shot into two and take 100 twice a week. I take 350 a week, and I break it into 3 shots, and I take a shot on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I just do it on that because it's an easy schedule to keep. But I break it up into multiple smaller shots, right? Instead of taking 2 shots a week or 1 shot, because it's going to keep your levels smoother, and you're not going to have estrogen spikes with that. I know what you guys prioritize: customer order, active duty, civilian, which is badass. I'm just curious how that order priority list works. It does not work at all for you. And if it did, you would already know that. It doesn't matter. So ask the real question you're asking. What do you have on order? When did you order it? What is it? What else was with the order? And what discount code or what code did you use with the order? That's what you're asking. So let's just skip all the bullshit. High dosage spike of T will spike it. No, that's not what I'm saying. They're going to give you a low dose probably. I don't know what your levels are, but I would suspect you're going to see doctors going 150 a week, or they're even going to tell you 200 every 2 weeks. Do not fucking take testosterone every 2 weeks. Don't take it once a week. Take whatever they give you and then say, hey, can I break this in half and take it twice a week? And if they say no or they ask why, you definitely have the wrong doctor. But you want it to be smooth, man. You don't want it to spike your system. You don't want to watch your blood work go up and down. Can't find a doctor near you doing T. Yeah, stabilize the steroid levels. Reach out to Optimize You, man. Reach out to Matt at Franklin Optimize You and just tell him I sent you. And if you can't get there, I'll put you straight with Jerry, the owner of the company. We'll get you talking to somebody. Multicam butt pad. We just did them, buddy, today. They just started coming off the line today. We're going to have to look at these a little closer. That is not acceptable right there. I take 350 a week. Yeah, that's what I'm taking, 350 a week. But I break it into 3. Don't let them tell you to take one. Yeah, you're right. Do you work with carbon? No. Talk about SOE at work so much that the safety guy said to keep the SOE talk to the break time. Just shared with Freedom. Oh, thank you. Oh, Take the Ride. I didn't even realize that was you. That dude's done amazing shit. He's on a couple videos with me. I actually did a podcast interview, Compound Coalition video with Take the Ride. And there is some self-reliance festival footage of Take the Ride and I speaking back and forth, as a matter of fact. I challenged him to get in shape, and that motherfucker's gotten in quite the shape. You don't have to follow what the doctors tell you. You're a free... Sam, fuck off. Come on, man. Who the fuck are you talking to? You're talking to these kids who just got their hormone levels checked, or these men who got their hormone levels checked. Their doctor is giving them medication. Fuck off with you don't have to. We know you don't have to. Every fucking person here agrees with you. Everyone agrees with you. Offer some fucking solutions other than just saying the same fucking thing. Maybe that's friendly fire. Maybe you're having a conversation that I'm only seeing part of. But we know. I've literally spent the last 2 fucking hours saying what you're saying. $50 milligrams a day for super smooth, stable levels. Mine is gel, not injection. Yeah, you have different options, guys. Do you have a preference what to work with material-wise? BDU, ACU, what camo materials work the best? Justin Graves, I don't know what you're asking me. You talking about for making clothing? I don't have a fucking clue. Ladera Ranch is closest optimized U to me. Couple hours drive. Got to make some leave time. Check it out after I see what primary care says about the results. Right on. I was 274 of 300 to 1,000 when I got checked in 2018. Then did nothing about it. So you were 274 of 300 to 1,000. I sit at 1,500. I don't know what lab test you're using. My overall is 1,500, and my free sits between 45 and 50, depending how I've dieted and what I've done right before I take my lab work. Do we supply government contracts? Not anymore. We do very small government contracts. If we're doing any government contract stuff, it's more direct payment. If we do something through a prime vendor, the end user has written the request for equipment with my company name and the part number. So no matter who it goes through, it has to come from my company. Doctors are trained in pharmaceutical, Rockefeller funded. We know. We know. When did that happen? Why did it happen? We know. When did that start? What's the word you're looking for? What is Western medicine called? Yes, we know. Are you new here? Did you just fucking find this video? Yes, your doctor doesn't directly want you to, but the medical system wants to give you a medication and then have to give you 3 more medications to keep the first one from killing you. So while we're having the conversation, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, your doctor doesn't get any money when he writes you 1 prescription. He doesn't make any money on the drug from the pharmaceutical company. When he writes you 2 prescriptions, the billing gets a profit on the first and second drug. 3 is the magic number. When he writes 3 prescriptions, he gets the maximum amount of money for the 3 drugs. But if he writes 2, he gets less on the first, and if he writes 1, he gets no money on the first. Have you heard this? Most doctors have no idea this is even happening because they don't do any of the billing and they don't own the practice. Flexner report. Allopathic medicine, yes. I watched the same video today that you just watched. I've seen it many, many times. Rockefeller is who? They owned all the oil industry. When they split up all the oil industry, they went into medicine because pharmaceuticals were just starting to be made from oils, from petroleum products. But what's the other name that you're forgetting in here? Who owns all the medical colleges? Who started all of the schooling for medicine? It's the Vanderbilts is who you're looking for. Optimize U card is in the order. Yes, it is. Yeah, screw CDC, who absolutely. Fuck the World Health Organization. Your president just signed some powers to the World Health Organization. They signed into some treaty that the World Health Organization during times of pandemic can require vaccination for U.S. citizens. If you haven't heard this, will it ever happen? I don't know. Just like all the FEMA shit that's been passed where they can take all your shit. Have we seen it happen? I haven't. Do I believe they could do it and think they're legally doing it? Yes, I do think they can. Are there camps set up all around the world that are prison camps that don't seem to be occupied? Yes. Why are they maintained? Why is there personnel at them? Because eventually they're going to round you up and put you in them. Splatter large tool bag. Yeah, they're nice. Rockefeller also funded the women's liberation movement to get women in the workforce. Yes. Women are a piece of shit. Dual family income. What happened in 1971 when that was fully pushed forward? What happened right at the same time in 1971? A single, one working father could support his wife and 2.5 kids with one job. One income family could pay all of their bills, pay their mortgage, put money in the bank, and every year that money would increase up until 1971. What happened in 1971 when that changed? Yes, it doubles the taxpayers, absolutely. Why did we break up the single families in low income neighborhoods? That's why they destroyed that. When you see black on black crime statistics, it's because it's fatherless families. They incentivize the woman with free housing, and they give her, well, it's $1,200 a month now, $1,400 a month, for every child she has. She is incentivized to have a bunch of children. What's the first thing when she gets low-income housing? Father can't be there. Man can't live in the house. Why in the fuck would they do that to them? Do you know welfare is taxed? Do you know all that fucking money that they give to welfare recipients? Do you know they get taxed on that? Do you know that? They tax those motherfuckers. How does a bitch who has no fucking job get a fucking tax return? You know she can't go get a job. You know if she lives in welfare housing and has a bunch of kids, they penalize her for having any income. Do you know that? Orphan trains, yeah, look into orphan trains. Crazy shit. Look up baby incubators, Coney Island. Look up baby incubators, World's Fair. More into orphan trains and asylums in the future, pulling the thread. Your insight, as always. We were going to an asylum last weekend, and we both came down with a cold. So if you've ever been in asylums, you know they are full of mold and asbestos and dust. And by now, most of them have been extremely damaged, so there's a lot of dust in them. We were going to one, and then we just started feeling shitty on Thursday, and I'm like, yeah, we're not going to go to the asylum. As soon as this all clears, though, we will go visit an asylum and spend, 20 hours there documenting. Yeah, you used to be able to mail children through the mail. That's 100% true. CBRN mask for the next journey? Nah, I never wear anything. Respirator. Yeah, off the gold standard, take the ride. That's 100%. The final vestiges of the gold standard. Yes, every American is said to have a credit card size amount of plastic in their body. I've heard Rogan say that many times. Reed Hendricks. Yes, I know Reed Hendricks. He left TAC Response on very poor terms when he got involved with Patriot Nurse, who I believe he's no longer with. So it was very shady the way they did it. I was there the day it fucking happened, yes. Reed is a wonderful fucking history teacher. He was a high school history teacher. When Reed speaks history, he's a great professor. Really didn't need to go to bed. Did you have to send food with your kid in the... I don't know how they did it. 1971, Nixon ended convertibility of gold. Yep. Do you think they'll start doing the opening scene from A Brave New World, incubating tons of babies again in the path at birth, assigned at path at birth? I think there's a lot of shit saying that, man, you can't tell right now with AI the way it is, but there sure is a lot of shit saying that that's already happening. How they're growing babies, is that what you're talking about? Immune Assist Critical Care Mushroom Supplement. I use Sacred 7. Looking back at this, I see that was Take the Ride saying. I don't know why I thought that was Chris saying all that. Dropping all kinds of nuggets. Well, look them up, man. I'm just repeating shit I've seen, and I have typed it in and looked at it on different platforms and Google and such, and kind of fleshed it out a little bit more. But anything I've said here that just piques your interest, when you get off of here, just look it up. Do a little research. Like type that shit into Instagram, type it into TikTok, and especially read the comments. When a lot, like you'll see stuff and you're like, that sounds crazy. And then you start reading the comments and people are like, this is complete horseshit. This is something that happened 6 years ago. This was already proven to be bullshit. Like read through the comments. And then if you see people saying that it's real, then just start, fleshing it out a little bit more. But do your due diligence. Have you ever grown mushrooms? I have not grown mushrooms. That's not cool, man. I said it's so cold. I don't know what you're talking about. That's cool, man. That's a cooler. What? Priority mail back then, so it had to take forever to, yeah, I don't know, man, but there's a ton of fucking pictures and stories about it. They are growing teens now with TikTok tracking programming. They're malleable, narcissistic mind. Yeah, I think so. I think the phone has really damaged people. I think the phone has actually reprogrammed us in many ways.
Definitely people with short attention spans.
Yeah, it's affected my attention span.
A lot.
Do I think voting matters? No, I really don't think voting matters. Do I think you should vote? Yeah, if you've been voting, I think you should vote. What's it take you to vote? Do I think it changes anything? Do you know anybody that voted for Biden? How many people do you know? Do you know anybody that actually voted for Joe Biden? Male carriers would breastfeed them. Well, yeah, look up wet nurses. Look up like right now, if you've never heard of this, look up baby incubators, Coney Island. I think voting matters in that it applies pressure to make them show their ass and cheat. Yeah, I think so. Voting is fake. Yeah, I think voting, it's like taxes, guys. We say things like, they took my taxes and they gave them to Ukraine. No, they didn't. They have to send that money to Ukraine. They have to send that money to Pakistan for gender studies, because when the US dollar goes abroad, that means the US dollar is spent abroad, and it keeps the US dollars from all coming home to nest, and the system will collapse. The system has already collapsed. You just have this appearance that it has not. They take taxes from you to keep you involved in the system and to keep you of the belief that the system is real and still exists. It is just further division. What could you do if they didn't take taxes from you? How would your life change right now if you didn't have to pay taxes? Think about that. How would your life change? Do you think any of them pay taxes? Fuck. Not only do they not pay taxes, they steal money all the time through graft. But they'll put you in jail for it. They put Martha Stewart in jail, but not Nancy Pelosi, who does it on a daily basis. The rule's for thee, not for me. But they keep you in the system, because if you don't remain in the system, you realize they are the enemy and they fear you. You are useless eaters. You are useless breathers. They view you as cockroaches. There's video of them saying it. The only thing that keeps you from getting a hold of them and burning them to the fucking ground is some semblance that the system still exists. lost our freedom over the last 100 years. Yes, and it's getting worse and worse every fucking day. Think of the things that they've just got busted doing in the last couple of years. Just the COVID stuff, right? Just think about that. Everything they said was a lie, and now they're saying it on public, to your face, as though they never said it or did it. What do you think the rest of the fucking last 100 years of history has been from what we thought it was? The United States is not the good guy in most things. Yeah, COVID is a bioweapon. There's no Democratic Party. They're Marxists. Yes, they are communists. They are absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, January 6 people. They're still hunting down. Do you know that there's no federal air marshals flying now? Do you know they're all still hunting down January 6 people? You know they're still making arrests over January 6th. Invent new digits on a computer screen. That's right. That's where all that fake money comes from. And then they steal it, and they have use of it, and they continue to take money away from you. Bolsheviks, yes. Change everyone interest. Charge everyone interest. One new digit created. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We would have killed them over far less 100 years ago. We overthrew the fucking entire country over it. Sam Bankman, yeah. And they were all complacent. That was their boy. Whose weapon is COVID? The United States had it fucking invented in Ukraine and China. Why is every country that we're at war with our friends in Antarctica? What the fuck is going on in Antarctica? Do you think that your government leaders are really enemies with our enemies? Or do you think that's all a show and game to keep you fucking worried about it? Yeah, elderly people are people still getting right now arrested over January 6th, even though it's all been shown to be bullshit. What are you doing? You just getting back?
Yeah, about to work out.
What are you gonna do?
Not sure yet. Probably some light legs, help with the soreness.
Yeah.
Tighten up those bolts in that rack.
Did you find that wrench?
I have not.
You can just use the
I
big
haven't looked
sockets.
for it yet.
Yeah, anything will work. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. We will see you tomorrow night. Take the ride. Friendly fire. Didn't realize that was you. Whole world fights over everything except Antarctica. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Admiral Byrd. Go watch some Admiral Byrd shit. The audio tracks are still out there. He was on national television, sitting on a TV talk show, being interviewed in, I think it was New York, when he came back. He said, we ran into Nazis. They have flying aircraft. We're never going to have to use oil again. We have found all of the needs of the world. And then you never heard anything about him. This man, he has awards and ribbons and shit. I mean, they gave him a whole fucking battle group to go on the expedition with. Aircraft, ships, everything. The most accredited, awarded admiral in the fucking entire Navy at the time, and still to this time. Like, look up Admiral Byrd and just be like, why would this guy come out on national television and say these things, and then they make him seem crazy? Iran and Iraq use bioweapons. We could not go to Iran. Saddam would have used bioweapons if didn't go there. Weapons of mass destruction is bio. Yeah, they didn't have any fucking bio. You were lied to. They went in there under the guise of bioweapons, babies in incubators, all that. It was all horseshit. No, they didn't. Yeah, Operation High Jump. Entrance to Shangri-La. That's what he said. Found aliens and other life forms. All right, guys, I'm out of here. They went in, told us. No, they didn't. I know, guys. No, they didn't. Maybe you know something I don't. But no, they did not have bioweapons. There were no fucking bioweapons there. Weapons of mass destruction. 1,000 points of light. We're coming after you, Saddam. Take the ride, buddy. You are welcome any place I am, anytime, man. I will talk to you guys later.